Die Boys.
Today, on Jace+ein Talks, we have a special guest.
This guy.
This guy.
What's up, everybody?
What we're talking about today is how different our lives were growing up.
Yeah, none of us really, we don't know how each other grew up. We were all
children. No.
Yeah.
Different times, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Our man's here has a whole beard.
Like a king. All right, who wants to start us off?
Our guest can do the honors.
All right. I guess I could start off. I've stayed in Ohio my whole life, born and raised. I don't plan on being here forever.
I don't think anybody plans on doing that.
But
Ohio's probably the worst place to grow up.
Yeah, Ohio.
I actually just saw a meme the other day about
Love Cleveland though.
like this dude's wide awake and he's like, when you remember Ohio exists.
But grew up my whole life in Ohio. Doesn't mean I've not been out of state. I've driven to New Hampshire.
I think everybody's been out of state at least a couple.
Yeah, I've driven up to New Hampshire. I've got family up there. Drove to Colorado. Drove to Kentucky. Drove to Alabama.
Oh, fun then.
Yeah, I've been to every state from there outwards. Grew up. For the main part of my life, my mom and dad were there, but then when I was like 10 or so, they split up. They've been split up ever since. My dad kept trying to find someone else, no luck. Mom, not so much. She raised us, and she had raised us while going to college because she was a stay-at-home mom, at least when my dad was with her. So after they split, she was doing everything she could to raise 3 boys and also get a college degree so she could get a decent job.
Yeah, that's hard work.
That's hard work.
Right, that'll give you great
How many kids?
3 kids. I'm
3 kids.
I'm the eldest of
She was staying
my
at home?
brothers.
And was going to college. That's gray hair stuff right there.
Oh, she's already getting grays.
Yeah.
That is,
My mom dyes our hair.
does she?
My mom used to. She gave up on it. It's
Yeah, I
not
think-
worth the money.
My mom used to. She said, I was let the natural gray come in.
That's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to waste my time on hair now.
Yeah, right.
Alright, gray hair is gray hair.
Yeah.
Happens when it happens. Stress.
I mean, it's all going to happen at some point. Not necessarily stress, just getting old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
White or gray.
some people get it sooner.
Yeah.
Like I
President.
got some whites in my beard.
I can see. Getting way too stressed now.
But I'm not too stressed at all.
Ready for my hair to start falling out.
Yeah, I feel like
We're all slowly dying anyway.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen
You
eventually.
die when you die.
It's
That,
gonna
we were
happen.
just discussing
Just embrace it.
in the last Jace+ein Talks. We were just discussing because you asked me my biggest fear and I said it was death.
Yeah. Death happens when it happens.
Yeah,
One of us could die right now.
at any moment.
One of us could die right now.
Yeah.
Any
Who,
second.
who dies first? Call an ambulance, call an ambulance.
But not for me. I die first. I want it.
Dips.
Dips.
Alright, Jace, you want to go up next?
Yeah, sure. I mean, my life wasn't all that fun. I mean, I was born youngest of 6. I was.
Sorry.
You laughing at me already? No. I was born youngest of 6. I mean, they obviously fucked with me a lot because I'm the youngest. But I would just run to my mom every time.
That shit happens.
Get them in trouble, dude. It worked every time. They'd be like, "Why are you messing with my baby?" And I'd be laughing in their face when they're getting smacked. Man. Shit, stuff like that happens, I didn't grow up with like too many video games. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't think any of us here really. I mean, we had video games like N64 and the first Xboxes and.
I grew up with Super Nintendo, and then one Christmas I got a Game Boy.
Game
I don't
Boys.
remember what I started with.
Eventually I got a
A
GameCube.
DS.
Eventually I got a GameCube and a PS2. And then I didn't get anything until the Wii came out. And then got a PS4. Now I have an Xbox. And then I got an Xbox. I got an Xbox 360, then a PS4. Then I got Xbox One, and that's where I'm at currently. I have a gaming computer, but I need to fix it.
You know, upgrade to the PS5 or the Xbox Series X?
Probably just the Xbox Series X, depending on what my main dudes decide to do.
Yeah,
Because I just play whatever they're playing on.
Most games are like cross-platform now, though.
Yeah,
most
They're
games
starting
are
to add that into a
cross-platform.
lot more.
Well, most of them had the capability since they came out. They just didn't do it.
Yeah, for some reason.
Because they're weirdos.
Give them so much more money.
It would.
Yeah.
Well,
a lot more people that want to play because it's cross-platform. You can play with anybody you want.
Yep.
I mean, but other than that, I was outside a lot with friends. always playing football, tackle football.
Or soccer.
I didn't really play soccer.
Really? You didn't start? I thought you were getting into it early.
The way I got into soccer, one of my friends, he was on a team, and they were down a player or something. He literally, I was at his house that day, and he was like, "Hey, you want to come play soccer for my team real quick, or like for one game?" I was like, "Sure, why not? I don't have any equipment." And I went. Some people had extra equipment. I played and fell in love with the sport. That's basically it. I played soccer the rest of my life.
I played soccer growing up. I liked it a lot. I
I
liked
played
it better
soccer
than
and then I
football.
quit the team because my mom wouldn't buy me any guards or anything, and the school wouldn't provide them because it was such a poor school. And dude, I kept getting kicked and stomped on the shin so many times, and I was just like, I'm fucking done. I yelled, "Fuck this!" and I just walked off.
The rest let you play without shin guards?
Because they knew our school was poor.
My high school doesn't provide.
What's the longest
they
your high
provide
schools
drill.
ever went without a levy being passed?
I didn't play in high school, but
Just a levy in general.
I don't even know. I don't.
My school went 18 years without passing a single levy. No
Really?
increase in funding for the school.
Jesus.
Yep.
That's a long time. I don't know.
I don't think
I
that
don't know the
happened.
distance. Or the amount of time.
I don't think that happened at all while I was playing. But I didn't play very long. Evan played, my twin, but he actually got MVP because he would do, I don't know, he would...
I'm kind of glad I got into soccer. I ended up being really good at it. I played varsity every year. I played for the high school, so... I mean, can't really complain.
Good enough, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good enough to
I
make
mean, you're alright, no.
I mean, our team's shit, don't get me wrong, but it's still hard to make varsity.
When you shoulders hurt from carrying people.
there was a lot of kids that tried out one year. I still made it.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
I played football for maybe a year and a half, 2 years.
I wanted to play
I
football.
was real good on
I
the
played
defensive
football.
line and center, but I just didn't have the passion for it. I like soccer a lot better.
Yeah, I thought I should have been a wide receiver when I played, but my coach made me a cornerback because of my height
I think
and
I
my
was.
speed, but that's why I was like, you need me as a wide receiver. But he had me third string wide receiver and had me starting out as a cornerback. And I was doing man coverage too. I had to play so many positions because everyone else was so slow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wanted to play football, but I was 4'11" up until 7th grade, so
Very true.
it would not have worked out. I would have died.
Unless you had hops.
Unless you got hops.
I had speed. I still have a lot of speed. That's about all I have.
Speed's useful, but if you can't, a running back, you have to be a big dude.
I
But
wish
if you're 4'11" and just skinny, I mean, you might be able to sneak past some people.
I wish I got into a track. I would make it big in track. I run about an 11-second 100.
Hey, that's around the same for me.
I
Last time it was
would get
recorded.
big.
Last time it was recorded when I was in track. And then I puked. Not from that, but I tried to sprint a mile during one of our track meets, and I was ahead for so long. Then at the third lap, I'm starting to lose stamina, and I feel my stomach, and I just puked, dude.
Dude,
I tried to full sprint, and
one time I was doing track, the 200 meter. I had to run it literally the second after I ran my 100. So right when we started, I felt my legs giving out. I got around the bend. I was keeping up. I was keeping up around the bend, and my knees started giving out. And then when I got halfway through that 100, they were starting to pull ahead. I got halfway through, and my thighs were starting to give out. I was crossing the finish line limping. I could not do it.
I was really good at the relay races.
I would be good at it, really.
Yeah. Hand off the baton and I just take off, dude. Because I'm good with short distance running, but long distance, my stamina I sort of need to work on. But
my stamina's pretty good.
It used to be
I play soccer. It's got to be good for that.
Yeah.
You're
back and
sprinting,
forth
constantly sprinting for 90 minutes straight. It's tough.
I played mainly defender when I played soccer.
Oh yeah, I was a forward.
I was forced to play left back.
Really?
I love playing
In
defender.
high
It
school.
was so much fun. I played
So you just
defender
bomb
and
that
goalie.
shit out of
The
it.
only reason I do not.
How big I am, I always was defender or goalie.
Only reason
Get
I
on
don't
the
like
ground.
defender. Only reason I hated defender for the high school.
Mm.
My team was so bad we could not hold it on their side of the half for
Really?
anything. So it was constantly me sprinting, trying to defend the
Steal
goal.
the ball and get it out of there.
Yeah,
Well, see,
I would
if
get
you're
it
wide
out.
enough, it don't matter.
Where you going?
I could keep up with the kids, but it was tiring because it was the four backs, the two center backs and the right and left back. We were always the most dead by the end of the game, and our goalkeeper obviously because he had to do a lot. We had a really good goalkeeper. I think he might go professional.
Oh yeah.
He's able to kick it from the 6 yard box, like where you kick the free kick or the goalie kicks from.
Yeah.
He could kick it halfway to their goal, like in their half.
Really?
Bro,
Like
I could beam it straight in the goal.
I think he could if he
I
really
knew a
tried
kid like
to.
that.
I think he could if he really tried to. He always almost scored from half. He would take the free kicks from half and he would always hit it right on target.
Dude, there was a kid like that at our school who could make it to the other goal. His name was Guillermo. But dude, he beamed me in the mouth one day.
Ooh.
Like it was gym and we had like a free time or something where every student could play basketball or football or soccer if they wanted.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was like coming across this field. I had to go to the bathroom and I'm walking, and I guess I walked in the middle of something and I get beamed. My glasses break. I get a bloody nose. I was like, what the?
What just happened? What are you hit by?
I once got beamed in the face with a dodgeball.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in high school. I had glasses back then. Knocked the glasses off my face. They broke once they hit the ground. They didn't break when I got hit. But I still ended up catching the ball in my hand.
Gee. Yeah,
I love dodgeball and kickball. They were my two favorite games.
Soccer's so scary on defense. When you're trying to block a cross, you don't know where it's going. They're hitting that to get it in. And if you're in the way, you don't know where it's hitting your body. You just have to try and get in the way of it.
Especially quick enough reflex.
Especially since I'm left back. I have to try and stop those crosses. I once stopped one and it blasted me right in the nuts. That hurt so bad. I had to go sit down.
I would love just bopping them up in the air with the tip of my toe.
Oh yeah.
And then beaming them somewhere.
Think. All right, Jay. So you wanna anything else? Where's your life headed?
Dude, where did I even my life?
You left off on soccer. You getting into soccer.
Oh,
we were
yeah.
discussing that, and then
but
we ended that.
I wanted to play football like all my life.
You just weren't allowed, or
My parents would not let me. I don't think they wanted me to get hurt because how small I was.
Yeah, you are pretty small.
I'm still pretty small, but I'm tall. That's the thing. If I got some muscle on me, I think I'd make a good football player.
Yeah, I used to be able to get I used to be bulkier, because whenever you're in football, they make you train.
Condition.
Yeah, condition.
No, you have to condition for any sport, really. Football, they make you get muscular.
We had our own gym in at our school. Poor school finally got money, and they put a gym. So we had weights and stuff. We'd go in. We'd do that every other day after school or something.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Back then, you were lifting 70 pounds, and you were like, yeah.
Yeah, but I'd always go out with friends. I'd imagine things.
Yeah, whenever we'd go on walks at night, we'd talk about we just look up at the stars.
Yeah, we go on walks.
Conversation.
We used to imagine what the world would be like if it went to shit like zombies or some.
That's always a big thought on a lot of
I love thinking about that stuff, dude.
Dylan ruins the vibe. I know you're here, Dylan. But
fix your vibes,
yeah.
Man.
This is the vibe check, Dylan.
Yeah. You've
Dylan,
been vibe check.
You did not pass this vibe check. You need to work on your deep talks.
Yeah, your deep thoughts. You need to really search.
Deep down. For the deep thoughts. Because it's not easy to just get that deep.
Yeah.
You have to think about what you're talking about.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. And then you get in a whole mindset, and you're just and then you picture shit.
Once you're there,
whenever we were at the campground, we were walking down the road. It had the perfect scenario. It's just this big open field and an old a cow field. And you're just man. And this reminded me of the Walking Dead type stuff.
Yeah, but once you get into that thought, you're in that thought. Until you just until you do something else or until you go to sleep, you're in that thought. You can't get out of it.
Yeah.
It's it's hard.
Oh, you can.
Just move on to a different thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, a different thought, but that ends up being deep too.
It's called the rabbit hole.
Deep thoughts are deep thoughts. Can't do anything about it, man. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just fun going out, imagining, because put yourself if you guys aren't really good at it, all you have to do is put yourself in a scenario that obviously isn't happening or hasn't happened. And just think about what would happen.
How would you react? What would you think you would do?
Dylan, listen.
No. But you just gotta ask yourself, what do you think you would do in this situation? Who's the first people you try to find during a zombie apocalypse? Your family.
I find my boys. Don't leave me hanging, Ty. Fuck. Said it wrong again.
It's all good.
Caress.
It's not all good.
Caress.
This isn't Ty. I forgot.
Casa.
Queso.
Or queso.
It's not
For my
queso.
cheesy jokes.
So, you think that's where you could leave your life off at?
I don't know, man. My life's pretty interesting, I guess. Now that I think about it, I thought it was pretty boring. Now that I think about it, I've been through a lot.
So I guess it's my turn.
It's your turn, Bucko.
Well, I was born in Kentucky, but remember nothing about it since we moved out so fast. And I was pretty much raised in Arizona for the most part. But we moved back and forth from Florida and Arizona. Florida was not fun. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, I want to live in Florida," but it's not great. You got a bunch of meth heads out there. Fucking
Yep.
Anywhere, dude. Like I'm sitting there walking down the street. I'm like 8, and there's some crazy
Florida's the
woman
crazy
yelling at me.
people.
Yeah. And like we had this neighbor next to us, smelled like shit. But and like I'd be scared to get candy from her because like it was around Halloween time, and she'd like want to walk over to the fence and like try to give us candy, and I would not eat it. Like my mom had to convince me to eat it. She's like, it's fine. And we went over to her house one day because I guess she said she needed help like moving some furniture. And we went over there and I just remember her house being full of like these dolls. And I was like really terrified because I'm like little and I'm just like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
My sister Shy was really into them though, and like she ended up like the neighbor ended up giving her one and had it in the house. So that really freaked me out.
Have you ever had an experience with a scary movie when you were younger?
Yeah, my older brother Will, you know Will.
Yeah. I know.
He used to fuck with me because I used to be so scared of like Freddy.
I was scared
or
of Chucky.
Jason.
Chucky was the one that got me.
Chucky wasn't really. That
I could
crazy.
not
I thought
sleep.
Chucky was funny for some reason.
No, I could not sleep. I literally didn't sleep for a week straight because I watched a Chucky movie.
Really?
Whenever I would sleep, I'd have the same nightmare.
The only movie that ever really like spooked me as a kid was Twister. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that one.
Never heard
It's
of it.
literally just about a giant tornado.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but that's because where I grew up, Valley City, it's always there's a high likely chance of tornadoes whenever it's storm season. Like I had one touchdown, not even a quarter mile from my house. The one year, I think it was like 2 or 3 years back when I was still living over there. But yeah, that's just because it was a constant threat growing up. I mean, I've driven through down power lines one night when I was going to this chick's place. So.
Twisters are not something to mess with.
Will, I swear to God, Will messed with me so much. He had me scared of Slimer from Ghostbusters. No, like Freddy and everything. Like he would make me not want to go to sleep. Jason, we'd walk like down by this like pond or something. He was like, Jason's gonna jump out the water. It's like middle of the night. I'm like 7, and my brother scared me. But when I was even younger, I remember like I didn't remember it, but my brother told me this happened. He said I used to be scared of Slimer because he told me that Slimer was gonna eat my wiener.
What? I'm not a bitch.
And I was just terrified, dude. And Will just thought it was hilarious to keep putting that on me. And I was like, I was scared of Slimer because I thought he was gonna eat my wiener.
What a story.
Yeah. So, and then later on, Will pranked me again by making deviled eggs, but he filled up one of my deviled eggs with wasabi.
Ooh.
That's messed
and then
up.
And I ate the whole thing, dude. Like, I didn't even take a bite, and then, like, you know, I just ate the whole thing.
You can't eat deviled eggs like that. You have to pop the whole thing.
Yeah, no. And I was eating it, and I'm just like,
Why
I was
was
like,
it
oh
hot?
shit, my face got all red. I was freaking out. I was like spitting in the trash can. I'm like,
Oh,
this is,
jeez.
I was like, what's in
That's
this?
messed up. That is so messed up.
And then my brother used to mess with us, like Will, again. He would make us, like, take shots of hot sauce if we wanted to stay up late.
Mm-hmm.
And, Evan could not handle it for some reason. Like, it was, like, easy. Like, I was taking shots of hot sauce. And, like, but Evan, he just, like, cried about it. You know?
Oh, you cried?
I don't know. He ended up being allowed to stay up early because everyone else was. But, yeah, Evan's always been sort of a crybaby. Evan, if you're watching this, it's true.
It's true.
Yeah, Jace knows. But, and then after that, I've had a lot of stepdads in my life. Because I told you, my mom sure knows how to pick them.
That shit happens.
She met this one dude, Brian, who was ex-military, and we had Child Protective Services come because he used to like sit us up on a stool outside and make us write sentences a bunch of times. And if we weren't writing fast enough or having a bunch of sentences done by the time he came out, he would fucking smack us off the stool, and then tell us to restart.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
So we had Child Protective Services come. Like I can't remember. I think Will.
Did you get in
called
trouble for it?
them. No, I don't think. Cause
Wait, did he
my
Did
mom,
Will? Was
my
Will the
mom
one
told
that
him
called?
everything was all right. I think it might have been Will or Cynthia, my other sister. One of them called or something.
Did they make Will and her? Did he make them right too, or was it just you and your twin?
No, he didn't really mess with them because they were always sneaking out and shit, and they would never listen to him anyway. And my mom was sort of like only focusing on us. And so anyway, we'd get punished for it, and he'd like, do that stuff. So then Child Protective Services got called, and my mom told him everything was all right. So he stayed around for a while. And eventually he moved, but my mom didn't want to move with him. And then let's just fast forward here to Arizona since I can go on for a while. I'm going fuck their childhood. And then in Arizona, she met this guy Lee, but I remember the way he taught me how to swim. He sort of just tossed me in the fucking pool, and I was puking in the pool.
You're puking in the pool?
Yeah, I could not swim to save my life, actually. Like, I was straight up, like, dying. I was puking and everything. That my mom was like, all right, we're done. This kid's useless. Pull him out. And then later on, we're living in a different area now. I stayed with my grandma for a couple of years. That was all right. I mean, it's just pretty much just farmland out there. And then I came back. She was living in an apartment. And that was fine. And then she moved out to the desert, and I was staying out there for a while.
Dude, my life is boring compared to yours.
Well, and then we're getting close to where me and my sister started not getting along because she was being really bossy and I think everyone was right. And then she would like mess with my twin brother, and I was the only one who wanted to put up with her shit. Like, I mean, I would never hit her. Like, I mean, I've pushed her a couple times.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you just wait. But she really pissed me off one day. So I go outside, and I just, like, for some reason, I have a baseball bat. I'm smacking the front door with it. And then she opens it up to come yell at me some more. And right when she opens, I'm swinging.
Ooh,
and
smacks her right.
Smacks her in the mouth. So that was a big thing.
Was it a metal or wooden bat?
It was a wooden bat. That's even worse. So my mom ended up thinking it was good for me to stay with Will for a while. Well, I stayed there for a year. And I came back to Arizona.
Wait, did Will live in a...
Will was living in
trailer
Ohio.
park?
Yeah, he was in the trailer park.
I'm pretty sure we became friends around that time.
And then I went to Arizona and sort of started falling off again because I went back for 8th grade.
Yeah, and then one day
I came back. I'm like, hey, you want to come over?
You randomly asked me if I want to come over. I'm like, boy, you're in Arizona. Come over when? How?
Like, I'm here now. What do you
He's like, no, I'm in the trailer park. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. But, like, so anyway, yeah, I stayed with Will, and then I went back for a while. And then I ended up coming back because, once again, it didn't really work out.
Haven't you lived here since?
Yeah. Well, first off, the reason I mainly stayed living here, I was supposed to live with my dad because my dad showed up out of nowhere into my life for a second.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that dude. And he seemed cool whenever I first met him. Like, he took a plane to Arizona. My mom paid for it and everything or whatever. And he said he just really wanted to get to know his kids. And, like, he put on an act, it seemed like. Like, he was, like, getting to know us. And then whenever he asked me if I wanted to go with him to Kentucky to sort of get to know the rest of my family on my dad's side, I said, sure, I'll go. And then I went over there, and then things just got hectic. He was, like, punching my aunt in the face and shit. Gave her a bloody
That's so
eye.
fucked up, bro.
And then, like, my younger brother, Tyler, had nowhere to really sleep. The dog he had was, like, so flea-riddled that it had, like, no hair.
Ooh, damn.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And, like, these random people would show up trying to fight him. And my dad's like, why didn't you come out there and help me? I'm like, I'm 14.
14, Dad.
And he's like, so your little brother Tyler came out there. I'm like, Tyler would have got his ass beat. I'm like, I'm not dumb enough to go out there and fight a dude who's like 7 foot and then 2 other people. I'm like, what do you want me to do?
Wasn't your dad like short at the time?
He was 6 foot.
Oh, so he wasn't like short.
So anyway, yeah, I eventually get Will to come down there and pick me up, and then my mom asked me if I'd like to go back to Arizona and try to work things out, or if I just wanted to stay with Will.
Nope.
I'll just stay with Will, and then sort of been staying there throughout the years. I got suspended a lot in school.
We used to get in trouble at school
yeah.
a lot. We said that we were talking about that in the first one. Yeah. I get in trouble more in high school though.
Yeah,
I do some dumb shit.
That's why my grades were so bad. And then I got switched over to homeschooling, and then I graduated early mainly because of cheating. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Dude, high school. I personally think high school is such a waste of time. Only like 1 or 2 classes actually help you.
Yeah, now I graduated early, have a full-time job.
Sounds fun.
And now I'm saving up money to get a place.
There you go. One day
it'll happen, Jace.
Yes, it'll happen. And we'll actually have a good setup.
Yeah, we'll improve.
No, we're gonna get a room dedicated to our YouTube.
There you go.
It's gonna be a setup like this. We'll have flags in the back. We're here to fuck shit up. Talk show, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I need a refill. Where's it?
Oh, it's over there.
Never mind, I don't need a refill.
Never mind, I don't need a refill.
Yeah, no, but it'll be a lot better. We'll have real cameras.
Yeah. Well,
good lighting. Sound.
Yeah, we talked about our past.
Things.
Now, we'll see where the future takes us.
Oh, shit.
Alright.
Oh, shit.
To end it, we should ask a couple questions. If there's anything that you could change about your childhood, would you? Or are you fine with it? Do you just
am I fine with the way things turned out? Like the order of events?
Yeah, are you fine with everything that happened up until this point? Like,
am I fine with everything that's happened? Like the way you're wording
it. The way you got to where you are.
If there was an easier and less abusive and less crazy way to get to where I am now, like to meet cool people and have friends and shit. There's an easier way.
Jokes on you, I'm not cool.
And I'm not your friend. No. But if there is an easier way to get to where I am right now, then I for sure would have taken it, because my life was sort of crazy and all over the place, and it just didn't really seem like a real family growing up. Everyone was like, my older sister was always out somewhere, never really got to talk to her. I mean, I hang out with her more now because I have a nephew.
Mm-hmm.
So I hang out with him a lot. And then Shy, I don't talk to. I won't. Because she just pisses me off. She was in Ohio one time. She legit had to go back to Arizona. This is whenever you have to realize, I don't know how she doesn't realize she's the problem. She moved to Ohio, stayed with Cynthia, and then got kicked out because she was like always arguing. Stayed with her boyfriend for 2 weeks and got kicked out. And then she had nowhere to go, so she stayed with my grandma in Kentucky. My grandma couldn't handle her, kicked her out. Then my mom had to take her back. So now she's back in Arizona.
That much.
Yeah, so now she's back in Arizona with my mom. I'm like, how do you not realize you're the problem at this point?
Is there anything that you would change?
Me?
Yep.
I'd probably say give less of a shit about what other people think about you a lot sooner.
Yeah, that's probably something I should.
That's something I should do now.
Yeah, that's something I should.
I'm super insecure.
Going around through you every single day.
You think you're insecure? This thing is the thing that fucking gets me every time from anyone.
How often do you notice random ass people in everyday life? Going into Target, going into Walmart. How often do you really pay attention to those people?
When I go into stores, I like to look at. I just like to observe
people. Some people do people watch. Some people do people.
I people watch. I just like observing. I just like observing what people are doing.
Yeah.
Like one day in Walmart, this girl's kid wailing in the cart, like crying.
Well, that's noticeable. That's the thing.
This bitch, she's looking up in the camera that she can see herself in, fixing her hair, while her kid's wailing in the cart.
That's like the people in the movies.
I walked past. I was like,
what are you doing?
What is your kid? Maybe pay attention to it.
I'm sure if, as your parent...
Kids are stupid.
Yeah, I'm sure as you're a parent, you sort of learn to drown that out. But I know not everyone else has it around you.
You're in the middle of a public place with your kid screeching, and you're checking your hair in the cameras.
Yep.
That's just rude.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Like if it was at your house, okay.
That's fine.
Make sure your kid doesn't actually need anything.
Movie theater, perfect place to do it,
Oh,
dude,
of course.
one time.
Might as well call someone.
Which Avengers was it that we went to?
Endgame.
It was a big one.
Yeah, it was the Endgame.
It was packed. We went there. This kid was wailing in the front.
She would not do anything about it for so long.
She left it. We were all the way in the top, and we heard it loud and clear. They were all the way in the bottom.
I'm pretty sure someone yelled, "Shut that baby up."
I'm pretty sure multiple people yelled it. I'm pretty sure we yelled it.
Yeah.
That's fucking great.
Like, it was Endgame. Everyone was so hyped for Endgame.
Oh, yeah.
I eventually drowned it out because I wanted to see the movie. I was able to just ignore it. I eventually forgot about it. I don't even know if the kid was still doing it anymore, or if I just drowned it out. I don't know.
Yeah, I think.
But I got to enjoy the movie.
Yeah,
it was good.
we were hyped when Group came back.
We were there with like
10
10 people.
Everyone else was all hyped over Spider-Man, and me and Jace were the only one yelled, Groot!
Everybody's screaming for Spider-Man. Literally, only me and Ian screamed Groot.
That's funny.
Dude, Groot's my man.
Yeah,
Groot's my man. Favorite Avenger.
Yeah.
No, he's not. I don't even know. Do they count as Avengers?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Those are Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, but I don't know if they join the Avengers.
Oh, that's a good point.
Thor joins them
Yeah, but
I know in the movies. I'm not sure about the comics.
I know they joined forces. I don't think they joined the Avengers.
Yeah, no.
Well, he's my favorite Guardian of the Galaxy, I guess. If he was in the Avengers, he'd be my favorite Avenger.
I see.
I love Groot, dude. He's a badass.
Groot's pretty cool.
Remember when he made the handle for Thor's axe thing? You should have aimed for the head, dog. I don't think I would have changed much. I was fine with how I grew up.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of
siblings. Like you.
Only sibling I didn't like. Well, it just started recently. It was Sean.
Because of Dobie?
Yeah. Okay, so here's what happened with that. She gave me this dog because her boyfriend didn't want it anymore at the time.
Mm-hmm.
The day I got it, the day she gave me that dog, she texted me that night saying, "I need to get the dog back. He's going crazy." I was like, "You're not taking the fucking dog." And
I was even.
She's like, "I'm taking the dog. You can still see it whenever you want." I'm like, "You're not taking it because you gave it to me and it's mine."
Yeah.
She still came and took it. I wasn't.
And you could already tell he was skinny as hell whenever you guys first got him.
He was
already fattening up in like the second day. And he seemed so much happier.
I was pretty sure he
was running around without a leash, coming back and forth, me and Jace. And
didn't I go somewhere with you that day and I came back? And it was gone, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I came back,
over
the
to
dog
my house.
was gone.
He came over to my house and he came back, and then his dad had told him that they gave it back.
Oof.
That was so annoying. I blocked her on everything after that.
Yeah, that's respectable.
It's so annoying, dude. That pissed me off. We've been searching for a dog ever since. We cannot find any dogs for sale.
Seriously?
Cannot find any.
Damn.
We've been searching. How long is that? Over a year and a half ago?
Yeah, it came up on my memories for like a year ago.
Yeah.
Not that long ago.
It's fucked up, dude. I want that dog back. It's too late now. It's fully grown at this point.
Yeah.
I couldn't watch it grow up. That's so annoying, dude. I'll get a new dog eventually.
It'll happen.
Yeah.
Once I find them.
He's either gonna get a pug or a Shiba Inu.
Yeah, I want a Shiba Inu, but I might need to get a pug for where we move.
I want a Dalmatian or a wiener dog. Because I love Dalmatians.
What kind of dog do you have?
It's called a Capuchon.
I have pictures of his dog.
Dude, his dog's so cute. I remember
Bichon Frise and King Cavalier Spaniel. It's a mix.
Your dog kept trying to eat my short strings.
Yeah, she'll eat your fucking earlobes too if you let her.
Yeah, she was doing that shit to me. She was
I
like
love
pulling
that
on my
dog.
hair and my ear.
I remember we gave her paper over there. She's ran around with it. I grabbed it. She'd freak out. I'd give it back. She'd run around with it. I'd grab it. She'd freak out.
She'd attack you, bro.
I know. She'd give me the fucking paper back.
She's fucking spaz.
I love that dog, though.
Oh, yeah, she's hilarious.
We got 3 huskies here.
Oof.
And a big dog and a deaf, blind dog.
At your house. His dog's an asshole.
Well,
Your big
Sadie's
on her deathbed.
Yeah, Sadie's up
That's
there.
it's sad, but it's true.
She's
How old is she?
15 years
15?
old, 15. Her breed only lives like 15 to 18.
I think Will needs to put her down. She's suffering.
Deaf and blind.
She's suffering. Will doesn't want to put her down though.
Yeah, because he's had her for so long, dude.
Hasn't he had her all of Sadie's life?
Yeah, and most of his. He's had her since he was like 8, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, that would be hard.
yeah.
But
that's
it
the
needs
mystery.
to happen.
That's family.
Yeah. So he like he thought Sadie was gonna die once because she was like having a bunch of tumors and she had like kidney problems.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't that recently?
No, I mean she has ear tumors, but she has antibiotics for them, so it's not that big of a deal anymore. I mean, we think that's what made her go deaf, probably the tumors. But he thought she was gonna die once because she like wasn't breathing or anything like that, and he took her to the vet, and then they did something, and they said it was a kidney problem. And but he was crying. Like I've never really seen Will cry, but he was crying.
Well, yeah, that's family.
Most of his life, yeah.
You can have a dog for a week, and you'll get so close. Yeah. The bond's strong. I got a super strong bond with Dopey.
Yeah.
I had him for a day. That's what made it hurt even more, because I was obsessed with the dog, and the dog liked me too.
Hanging out in your room.
The dog would not leave my side. I can walk all the way to convenient, and it would not leave me. Without a leash, it would have stayed right with me.
There you go.
The only time it ran was to go say hi to the neighbors.
I went to go say hi to the neighbors, and they were terrified of
it. He was just trying to say hi.
It was so funny. He was walking over there, dopey ears.
I don't think they speak English, though.
No, they do. They speak English over there.
Well, it didn't seem like, because they were like speaking Spanish whenever the dog was...
They're probably talking shit about it, like the dog over there. I mean, hey.
Had to call him back.
Yeah, we called him when he came over.
Just wanted to say what's up.
All
Right, you guys my neighbors.
One more question and we can end it off.
Trying to think of a question.
You got any good questions for
Where do you see your life heading in the future? What do you want to do?
Ooh, that's a good one for us.
Well,
we have the same idea.
For jobs, there would either be, I'd want to do two things. I'd want to keep YouTube as a side. I mean, that could eventually be.
I want job to be my main. I want my main job to be YouTube.
I want to be.
If we get big enough.
I want to be a zookeeper.
Zookeepers are pretty dope. It's a hard job.
Yeah.
The job I want to do, I don't think it's gonna happen because you need to be like, super fucking smart to do it. I want to be an EMT.
Oh yeah, that's what Dave from my old job from Homnick is.
Yeah, I just want to ride around in an ambulance, help people.
You remember Nick?
What?
You remember Nick?
Hippie Nick?
Yeah, Hippie Nick. He's thinking about wanting to go get schooling for being an EMT. Yeah.
I want to do it so bad.
Doing that. Apparently the pay's not that great for being an EMT though.
Yeah, but you get to help people.
What you're doing.
You get to help people.
Yeah,
that's really the only reason I want to do it. Yeah. Helping people, I like to do it. But
that's why I want to be a zookeeper, help animals. Recover them.
I watched one episode. I think it was of Night Watch.
Oh yeah.
That show, and I was like, damn, this looks like a super interesting job. I've been like that for like, I don't even know. I think the first time I watched was like a couple months ago.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to be, a boat detailer, sanding boats, or.
I wouldn't mind the car detailing.
Car detailing's not bad. I don't mind car detailing at all, but boats is a difference.
Yeah, but
boats suck.
I want to be able to travel some.
Yeah, that's what I want to learn about different cultures. I want to see what it's about.
I for sure want to at least visit one other country.
Yeah, me too. I preferably want to go to Ireland.
I don't know where I want to go. Probably Scotland, because I'm 50% Scottish.
That's pretty much me with
me too.
Ireland.
Are you 50% Scottish? I'm like 50. Oh,
I'm
more Scottish than I am.
I'm the lone Irishman.
I'm more Scottish than I am English.
I don't think I look Irish though. I think I look like German.
I don't know what I look like. I've been told I look Italian.
I can see that.
I'm Italian.
He fits Scottish.
Yeah, you do fit Scottish very well.
Got the Nordic vibe.
Oh yeah.
You should see when I put my hair in a braid.
Where do you see yourself in the future?
Well, hopefully where I see myself in the future is going to be traveling the U.S. in my van. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, that was one of our plans, but it's an RV.
That was what we wanted to do.
Yeah, I want to convert a van into a living space and then go see this great country.
See, the only thing
I would call great country until I kick the bucket.
Yeah, but
that's a plan.
Hopefully set up shop in Alaska and just be away from everybody.
The only reason I'd
be able to do what I want when I want.
The only reason I want an RV is because I wouldn't want to have to stop.
He's got a bathroom problem. So. But yeah, like we had that plan for a while. Like we even wrote down a list. I think on my notebooks at my house.
Yeah, we wrote down a list of like abandoned places to visit.
Yeah.
I still want to go do that with some states. I don't think we're gonna be able to do it with all.
We'll definitely be able to do it with Ohio.
Obviously, there's so many abandoned things in Ohio. I'm pretty sure this is
especially now because of COVID.
Mm-hmm. All the Regals are. All the Regals are closed. All the Regal cinemas are gone. Yes. You know the ones that are in South Park Mall closed down.
No way. That's why I go.
Yeah, I have a Regal pass too. I get unlimited movies when I watch there. I'm like, what the hell?
Like they're closing down for good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why?
Because COVID screwed them, dude.
They went bankrupt.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Damn.
They couldn't afford to rent on those massive fucking venues.
That's tough.
Yeah.
No way AMC's going down.
No, AMC's too old and too big.
Yeah.
They're
illegal, dude.
huge.
They went bankrupt quick.
Imagine exploring an abandoned movie theater. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it would.
Get some good pictures in
Do
the
you guys want to go to a movie theater and explore it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be down. For sure.
Vlog. No.
Hey.
Be ready. Be
Hashtag
ready.
vlog moment.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, we have a lot of different things on this channel.
Yeah, I mean, we've only recorded skits and, you know, a Jace+ein
Have you
talks.
seen our skits?
No, I haven't seen your skits yet.
We'll have to show
We're playing them all after this.
All of them? I mean, they're all like 5 to 12 seconds.
Yeah.
They're like 50.
The longest one is like 50. I
Yeah.
think that's the Kyle tries to run away one.
Yeah.
That's the one where I break at
so
the end.
funny.
But, do you think that concludes this session
I
of
think that
Jace+ein talk?
Jace+ein, hold on. Where'd our sign go? Oh, there it is. Hold on. I think that anything else to say?
Pleasure being on. Thank you for having
I
me.
Thank you, Casso.
hope you enjoyed Casso's company. First ever guest.
Yeah.
First ever guest.
And the second episode of Jace+ein talks.
Jace+ein Talks. Peace out.